Everybody to the Brad Show. Until Squeeze. Oh, we were supposed to put masking tape on the banner behind us. We were going to put masking tape so this word squeeze is not in there anymore. And then when he does show up to work, we were going to undo the masking tape on live radio to now reveal again it is the Brad and Squeeze Show.
I've got to be honest, the Facebook crew had quite a problem with the idea of covering up Squeeze's name and then unveiling. They did not like it. They didn't want
that. They want Squeeze there.
They want Squeeze here.
They want Squeeze here in perpetuity.
Exactly.
Whether or not Squeeze actually shows up to work, nobody seems to care about that. As long as it is still the Brad and Squeeze Show.
Wouldn't it be so nice to be Squeeze sometimes?
Yeah,
My God.
I would love to not show up to work.
He just gets to be on vacation all the time, and the people still love him.
Still love him no matter what. No, like if I didn't show up and answer immigration questions, it would be the Squeeze Show in like 10 seconds.
And he couldn't do anything.
They would be covering up Brad in 30 seconds. Brad would be gone. It would just be the Squeeze Show.
But what would Squeeze do?
I don't know.
Answer immigration questions.
He would tell everybody their horoscopes. It would be the horoscope show at Squeeze.
That's exactly.
But that's exactly what he would be doing.
That's exactly what
he's like, well, if you're a Leo today. All right. By the way, people love horoscopes. They love to know. They love to know what's going to happen in the future.
I have to be honest. I don't subscribe. Like, I don't live my life by it. But I definitely enjoy reading them. Like, I'm like, ooh, the 22nd is going to be a good day for me. Right, I'll make sure to plan something fun on the 22nd.
Yeah. Well, people love horoscopes. People love that stuff.
They do.
Good morning, Queen of my. Good afternoon. We're live on. Can you ask Fast Freddy to share, please? I did not ask them or remind them. And sometimes when you don't remind them, they forget.
They do.
They
do forget sometimes.
They sometimes, they get caught in the moment. And forget about us.
I gotta be honest. If I were living in Jamaica, I don't know if I would think about sharing Squeeze's page either.
I would get caught in the moment too. So everybody who's watching on Facebook, on YouTube, one of the best things you can do for us is share this with your friends and family, or just hit the like button, or take your thumb out and hit the heart button, or take your what is this? Your pointing finger.
Sharing is caring.
Your pointing finger and share with us. Share with your friends and family. Share on their pages. Let them know that we are here to help them. And yes, we are not going to put tape over the Squeeze part of the Brad and Squeeze Show.
Not even as a joke.
That's a joke. I was saying it as a joke, and people were getting so offended.
Up in arms.
Look at that poor Squeeze already.
They were up in arms. Boy, nobody can take a joke anymore. Wow.
People are very protective over their Squeeze.
Very protective over their Squeezes, right. All right, 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. That is the number to call to get on the radio.
I wonder if that's why they call it your main squeeze. Maybe it's derived from how much people adore
Squeeze.
The Squeeze in general.
Yeah, I think Squeeze, yes, and Freddie has shared multiple times. Thank you very much, Freddie. He is on it.
He is on it.
He
it's
is
shared
on
on
it.
Brad H. Bernstein.
Yes,
it's
wonderful.
Shared on David Squeeze.
I wonder if Queen of My Castle shared, or Carol Anderson the Tiger, or Tamika shared, or whether Tanette So Bless Robinson shared. Chris White, we do not have an office in Florida, but we handle immigration in all 50 states. We have attorneys who are admitted in Florida, and we will fly to Florida to handle your immigration case if necessary.
Brad calling people out by name
and Ma Dukes says Squeeze would not be doing a horoscope. He would be selling BioLife all day. And that was Squeeze's past life, selling BioLife.
Also not wrong.
Yeah, also not wrong. Javelle Franklin, good afternoon. And Janice Moses says, good day, guys. My friend is here on someone else's name since 2014. Can she obtain her documents? I would need to meet her to figure that one out. Javelle Franklin says he is sharing. Is Javelle a man or a woman? I'm not sure. Could go either way. What is that? Well, Javelle is sharing, that's for sure.
Javelle is sharing.
Right.
Male or female, Javelle is sharing. That's all we care about.
And Tamika is saying share, guys. Cordella Willery, good afternoon to everybody. And Carol says do not cover over Brad or Squeeze. It has to go together.
See?
Yes. I'm going to tell Squeeze that he was about to be covered up. It was just about to be called the Brad Show. And you know what he's going to do? He's just going to, like, kind of, like, bite his lip like he wants to kill me, but he won't. It'll just, like, kind of stare at me.
Yeah, his little pursed mouth.
His little pursed mouth, right? And then I'm going to say it was only because of the viewers, the squeeze. What is it? The squeeze. It's not the squeeze. What do we call it? The squeeze. Squeeze team?
Team squeeze.
Team squeeze.
Yeah.
Or Brad squad or whatever.
There's Brad squad and there's
both Brad squad and Team Squeeze both saved.
Both saved the day. Yeah. Came to his rescue. And then he's gonna say something like, "It's all about Squeeze and nobody listens to Squeeze."
Yes, that's right. Nobody listens to Squeeze. We should have, when we get our new studio, we should have, instead of like moment of the day, the nobody listens to Squeeze. Moment, every day he says there's somebody's not listening to him for something.
Exactly, like Squeeze's advice that nobody takes.
Yes, right. The nobody listens to Squeeze moment of the day. All right, 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. And Owita First Lady asks, how long does it take for someone to get through the USA after they do their DS-260? Depends where they are on the waiting list, but assuming that their date is current or they're an immediate relative, it should be 2, 3, 4 months at the most. And Tanya British wants to know, good afternoon, how long after you've become a permanent resident can you file for your unmarried sons and daughters over the age of 21, and how long does it take? The day after you get your green card, I'm sorry, I'm doing your job. I'm just kind of reading it as I go along.
Go for it.
The day you get your green card, you can turn around and file for your unmarried sons or daughters. It should take about 6, 7 years. You should do it immediately because under the Trump proposal, you're not going to be able. If Trump's proposal passes in the fall, guess what? Not only can you not get married anymore to anybody, you can't file for your children. Family sponsorship is over. Gone. Being a family member in the United States has no bearing anymore. Whether you're married to a U.S. citizen, whether you want to file for your children, do it now. And for everybody out there who says, oh, now that won't happen, all right, I'll show you people who said Trump won't become president. I'll show you people that said, no, he's not a racist. I'll show you people who said he wouldn't even win the Republican National Convention. It's all happening, folks. It's all happening. Until it doesn't happen, it's all happening.
How did that happen? Like, at what point was he like, you know what? This is not a good reason for people to be like, people reuniting with their family members. That's not good enough to become a citizen.
But he's been saying that all along.
It's crazy.
He says he's building a wall so people can't be reunited with their families. He's telling people anybody who doesn't look like him, unless you're an old white man, you shouldn't be living in America. America should be just a bunch of old white men.
God, how boring would that be?
I don't know. I think it would be boring, except
I would not want to.
Except I'm almost coming close to the old white man. Except I'm Jewish, so the neo-Nazis would.
Yeah, you wouldn't really be welcome.
No, I wouldn't be welcome. Now they'd burn me at the stake too. Mm-hmm. All right, 1-800.
And I feel like you're a cool dude too.
Thank you.
So we could kick it.
Yeah. All right, I'll go to Jamaica. 1-800. Not bad life. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Delia. Delia.
Yeah. I just heard you answered my question because I wanted to ask how long after becoming a permanent resident can you file for your children?
The next day.
Home?
The next day, as soon as you enter.
The next day. Is there a special place to file the papers, though? I'm in Jersey. Is there a special place?
Yeah, you have to download the form, and then you send it to the lockbox. There's an instruction on the form of the address where to send it to.
On the form. Okay. That's what I wanted to know because persons have been saying all kind of things. So
yeah.
I want to get it straight from you.
And if you need help, give me a call, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on one second. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Call now with your immigration questions. Let's go to Tony. Tony. Going once. Tony going twice.
Sold to Tony.
All right, we'll put him on hold, see if he comes back. Sandra.
Hi, Brad. How
are you
doing?
How you doing?
I'm good. I called in to ask you a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when I go for my visa in Jamaica, I was engaged, right?
Right.
But my engagement was, I ended, right? But is it a problem if I get married?
When you went for your visa, you were engaged, and you
Yes.
told them you were
I told them
engaged.
that I was engaged.
And now,
right.
all right, and now subsequently to you getting the visa, you never married that man. And now
No.
you're married to somebody else. By all means, of course, you're allowed to fall in and out of love as long as you were telling the truth the whole time. It's not a big deal.
Okay, so it's no problem,
No
right?
problem.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
1-800-529-5465. That's the number to call to get on the radio. Also the number to Spar and Bernstein. So if you want to call to make an appointment to come see us, or if you are outside of the New York metropolitan area, we do phone consultations throughout the entire United States and internationally throughout the world. We do phone consultations. And they're just as effective as meeting us face-to-face. So just because you are not in the New York metropolitan area doesn't mean you can't use our services or call us for help. And it's the same telephone number to call to get on the radio as it is to call for help. And you say, help! Help!
Poor Fiona is going to get tons of
Help! Yeah, can you imagine? You just call Fiona and just start screaming, help! Oh, poor Fiona. 1-800-529-5465. I think Tony's ready now. Tony. Tony.
Yes, Brad.
What's up?
What's up, Brad?
What's up?
I'm here. I just called to ask you a question. I filed for my stepdaughter, not stepdaughter, yeah, my wife's daughter.
Right.
And I sent off all the papers, the advert of support up at a month. How long should I wait?
You sent papers what?
I sent off all these papers. I get approved and everything, but I sent off the advert of support. I already sent that off about a month ago.
Who are you filing for?
For my stepdaughter.
Well,
My daughter.
okay. So, and how old is she?
She's 12.
If everything has been approved, they should be forwarding it to Jamaica. Is your daughter in Jamaica?
Yes.
Okay, they should be forwarding it to Jamaica, and it should take about 8 to 12 weeks from the time they forward everything to Jamaica to schedule the appointment. If you've completed everything, it should take only a matter of weeks. So figure 2 months on the short term, 4 months on the long term.
So by December, right?
Oh yes, absolutely. If you finished everything, absolutely. And if you're having a problem, then come see us in September, October.
I got an appointment this year already.
All right, fantastic. Fantastic. All right, so we'll see you shortly. All right. Thank you, Tony. Take someone who's the best to know the best. Remember that. So Tony's the best too. All right? Because you don't know you're the best. You can't call someone the best unless you're the best also.
That's true.
All right? Because you got to know what the best is. Oh, Tamika, I'm so sorry. I'll whisper. I made Tamika deaf.
I know. I told her that we really need a button that's like, hey,
Brad,
some sort of warning.
Yeah, like Brad. Yeah, even like Squeeze. Like there's has to be a Brad or because Squeeze could go.
Squeeze goes loud.
Squeeze
too.
could go loud too.
Yeah.
Right. We got to go. Like before, like the missile hits the submarine. Like there's like a warning. Right. All right. Lower. Right. Everybody, turn your volume down. Right. 1-800-529-5465. Emsley.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
Wonderful. Quick question. The I-130 form, how much does it cost to mail it in?
$535.
$535. And that's Department of Homeland Services.
Department of
Homeland Security.
Department of Homeland Security, correct.
All right. I recommend doing money order, right, for post office?
I recommend you can write a personal check too. That's fine. You don't have to go get a money order. Either one is fine. I actually prefer a personal check over a money order because it's easier to track. So in other words, if you don't get a receipt from the immigration service, it's much easier to track a canceled check than it is to track a money order. The only reason why you want to buy a money order is if you're concerned, the check may bounce or, you may forget to leave money in the account, then get the money order because you don't want to bounce a check to immigration. That's all.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. All right. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Diane.
Hi, good afternoon, Brad.
What's up?
I have a couple of questions. The first one is a friend of mine came here in the early 90s.
Right.
And someone told her that she can she can register for permanent resident by herself. So she filed the I-130. Of course, that was not true.
Right.
and immigration sent her a letter ordering her to leave the country.
When was this?
It was back in the early 90s, about 1994.
Okay.
She got married early 2000, 2001, 2002.
Right.
And got her green card.
Right.
She wants to file for citizenship. She's been married now for more than 5 years.
Right.
Is that initial deportation order going to be a problem?
Well, I'm going back to I was racking my brains. You know, I graduated law school in 1993. So I remember back in, 93, 94, 95, when I started doing immigration and practicing immigration law, people would file I-130s and adjustment of status applications, and if they were denied, you would get a letter back from, at that time it was INS, Immigration Naturalization Service. You would get a letter back from them saying, your case is denied, and you must voluntarily leave within 30 days, and if not, we will institute deportation proceedings against you. That was kind of like their standard letter.
That's what she got.
Okay. That is not deportation. That is the form, that is USCIS, which was then called INS, asking her to leave the United States. And if you wouldn't leave, we're going to tell an immigration judge on you, and then the judge is going to order you to leave, and then that would be an order of deportation. What immigration never followed up on those threats. So they would always write a letter and never send it to a judge. So unless she actually was got at that time was called an order to show cause. It's now called everything has different names. Back then it was called order to show cause. Now it's called notice to appear. It's the same thing, which is the charging document that puts her in deportation. If she doesn't have any of that, then she's fine. Okay? I doubt they would have given her a green card in 2002 if she was ordered deported in 1994. Now, there's a very easy way to confirm this. You can do a Freedom of Information Act request, and the other thing you can do is you can just run your fingerprints through the FBI and see if there's an order of deportation on these fingerprints. I doubt if you ran the fingerprints through the FBI, it would come back with anything. It would say these fingerprints don't exist in our database. And my strong hunch is that if I did a Freedom of Information Act request, I would get back a file that says exactly what I said. There's a letter saying, please leave the country, and if not, I'm going to give it to a judge. And they never followed up with a judge. That's my guess.
Okay, so she shouldn't have anything to worry about filing for citizenship.
Based on what you told me, no, but unless I confirm it 100%, I can't tell you. But based on what you told me and my experience and expertise, I think she's okay.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Brian.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. That's the number to call to get on the radio. 1-800-529-5465. Sorry for the delay. I need something cold down my
gullet.
Down my gullet.
It's not a great word, is it?
I don't know what gullet means, but yeah, it's just
It's a bird's throat, I think.
Okay.
Is
Rita.
Yes, hello, Brad.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm going to make it quick because there are a lot of people wanting to call you.
Yeah, I know.
This affidavit of support is my question. I want to know what it is, what the responsibilities are for that. Do you have to show your bank statement, income, employment, all that stuff?
It depends which affidavit of support you're filing. So affidavit
of support for a child. My brother's daughter wants to come up, but the mother is here filing for her, but she doesn't make that much money.
Okay.
So they're looking for a
fine.
supplemental.
So okay, so the affidavit, so you're going to have to file the I-864, which is a contract between you and the United States government. And that is a contract that says that if this child goes on any sort of government assistance for the next 10 years, the government could turn around and sue you for that need-based government assistance because you failed to comply with your affidavit of support requirements, which is basically your promise to support this child 125% above the poverty level if the mother can't do it. So really what it is the mother signs an affidavit of support, says, I promise to do it. And then if she doesn't do it, then the next person's responsibility is you. And if you don't do it, and now the child turns around, is on welfare, food stamps, whatever it is, the government could turn around and sue you or the mother or both and say, we're now paying to support this child because the two people who gave the affidavits of support are not doing it.
But what if see, I'm close? I'm getting close to retirement, so that's my concern. That I'm getting close to retirement, and my income is probably going to not be,
Well, it's not what your income is in retirement. It's what your income is at this moment. That's what they look at. Number one, and number two, I will tell you this: even though it is a contract between you and the government, in my career, I don't know what will happen in the future, but it's certainly in my career, I have never seen an instance ever that I recall in my head that I've heard through colleagues or that I heard through my own clients where the government has ever sued anybody for not supporting somebody.
Yeah.
So I've never seen it actually happen. I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm not saying it never happened. I have never heard or seen it happen.
Yeah. And what are the responsibilities, like you told me, is that if a mother can't do it, it becomes my responsibility. So I would have to give them, what is their special format for this affidavit of support? Does it need your bank statement and all that?
You do 3 years tax returns, a job letter, and a bank letter.
Let me write that. 3 years. 3 years tax return?
A job letter and a bank letter.
Job letter and bank letter. Oh, okay. Just, I don't want to tell them no, but it's sounding...
Yeah, it's scarier than it is because in reality, I've never, as I told you. Listen, you'll be the first person, and then you'll say, Brad, you told me no, so I can't say no. I've never seen the government go after anybody.
Job letter and bank. What do you say again? Job letter
so 3 years tax returns, a job letter, and a bank letter.
Bank letter. Oh man.
All right.
Okay, so it would be a form that I fill out. I-864. Where do you get that?
You get it online at uscis.gov.
uscis.gov.
Yeah.
Okay, Brad.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Take a deep breath. Just do it and help the child. That's my advice.
I know. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That they need help. Somebody has to do it.
Someone has to help them.
But I'm afraid that they get me in trouble, and I'm getting old. And
The only time you get in trouble is if she goes for need-based assistance, and what are the odds of that? And then second, what are the odds that if she does it, that the government comes and actually goes after, that you're the one they're going to set the example for? I mean, I can't tell you it won't happen, but
It doesn't happen, but it can happen. Right?
Yeah, anything is possible.
I know.
All
okay. Right. Thank you very much for your advice, sir.
Right. Okay.
Okay, bye.
1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. Call now with your immigration questions. In about 15 minutes, we're going to be joined by Paul Hirsch and David Moreno. We're going to be talking about criminal defense, your rights here in America. It's really important to know, because if you're living in America and you don't know your rights, when Donald Trump is the president and we have neo-Nazis marching the streets, it's
going to be a whole different situation.
You got issues. So stay tuned for that. We're going to continue with immigration right now. Candy.
Hello?
Hi, Candy.
Hi, Brad. How are you?
Good. What's up?
Okay, I'm calling on behalf of my friend. She's right beside me. She only speaks Spanish.
Okay.
She wants to go to the Dominican Republic to get married. She's wondering if the K-1 visa is faster or go over there and get married.
The K-1 is faster. So as long as she's met the man, the fastest way to get him here is a K-1.
And would you be able to do that process for her?
Yes, and we also speak Spanish here.
Okay, that's good.
All right, hold on.
And thanks for being one of our faithful few, Candy.
Yes,
She's Brad Squad.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, this is Candy.
This is Candy.
Ah, hey, Candy.
We love Candy.
Yes. All right, hold on 1 second, Candy. Thanks. Hold on. All right. What? I didn't realize. That's good.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's ever called in before.
I'm not sure that she has.
Yes.
Yeah. So I told her to let us know that
Yes.
she was one of our Brad Squad
Yes.
fans.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. We're going to be joined by Paul Hirsch in a few minutes. We have a whole bunch of immigration questions here. Stacy, how are you?
Hey, Brad. How are you doing?
Good. What's up?
I'm doing good. I have a question with a follow-up question. How long after you get your 2-year green card through marriage can you file for your parents?
You can't until you become a citizen.
Okay, so you cannot file for your parent on a permanent resident card.
Correct.
Okay, when you become a citizen and you're filing for your parent, but your parent also have one underage child, can you put the child on the filing since she don't have anyone to leave the child with?
No. You would be filing for your parents. When your parents come up, They would file for the child. The child would be about 18 months behind.
Okay, so they can't. They will have to leave the child somehow back home.
Correct, unfortunately.
Okay, that kind of sucks, though.
Yeah, yeah. Or you file for one parent. They get their green card, and then
It's just one parent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. All right, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Hold on. Well, there's nothing to hold on until you become a citizen. So when you become a citizen, come see us.
All right. Thank you.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. Thea.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, Thea.
Okay, so my question to you is, I went for my interview at the immigration office like about 2 weeks ago, but everything was okay. But my initial application form that I filled out in Jamaica to get the visa, on it, marital status, I put common law spouse. At the interview, the interviewer said to me, common law spouse mean that you're married, so they got to investigate me to see if I was married in Jamaica. Is common law spouse mean married? Because in Jamaica, I know common law spouse mean you live with somebody, but you're not married.
Yeah, there's no legal common law marriage anymore. So, yeah, I mean, it's basically it's a living boyfriend.
Okay, so am I wrong by saying that it was common law spouse?
Who is sponsoring you?
My husband. I'm married now in the U.S.
Okay, so what they were investigating was the validity of your current marriage to your husband, and in validity, not meaning that there is a legal marriage, but that it was bona fide, that you weren't just, you were not just in a relationship with some other man, and now you're marrying this guy for papers. They were really looking into it because you came in and said, yeah, I had a common law husband, and now I'm married to this guy. And they're going to say, whoa, maybe you were in a relationship with somebody else. This is all about getting papers. I think that was their bigger concern than anything else.
Okay, one more question. My current husband also is filing for my daughter who's in Jamaica, and she is 7. I put in the papers from like February.
By the way, let me introduce Paul Hirsch now that we've moved the camera over to him. Why don't we wait until we introduce somebody before we move the camera over? Wouldn't that make common sense, Spielberg Jr.? All right, continue. Hello, Paul Hirsch.
Yes.
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 Hey, Brad.
My husband filed for my daughter, and
Yes.
he put in the papers like in February, and they only write us back and tell us that they got the application, and it's like probably about 5 or 6 months now. My husband called probably about a month ago, and they say they got a backlog, so we won't be hearing from them until about December, January. Is that correct?
Who's sponsoring who? I'm still annoyed with Spielberg Jr. He just comes in and just randomly moves cameras. Yeah, all right. Tell me again, what was your question?
Yeah, my husband, he filed for my daughter, which is his stepdaughter.
Okay. Where are you at in the process now with that?
Actually, they only written us and tell us that they got the application, and that's it.
What do you mean they written up that they got the application? You filed the I-130. Did you get that approved?
Yes, that's the only letter we got. Said they got that application.
That it's just been. How long has it been pending?
From February, they send that to us. We send it in February, and they reply to us like 2 weeks after.
In February, okay. So you're not going to hear from them till sometime in the fall, September, October. If you don't hear anything by October, give me a call.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, 1-800-529-5465. And now we have our criminal defense attorney, Paul Hirsch here. Welcome, Paul. Let's turn the cameras on Paul now that we've introduced him. I don't know, in the middle of I'm answering an immigration question for those watching, and then all of a sudden Spielberg Jr. just decides to put Paul on camera without any introduction or any semblance of why Paul is there or anything else, and I'm like, what?
I ran into a panic because I went to the bathroom and I was like, oh no, he already introduced him. Gotta turn the cameras.
No.
And he hops on the mic to defend himself.
No. Okay, here's another good tip. All right, you have like 2 hours during the day. Okay, that you have to run, the cameras. Leaving in the middle. I can't get up in the middle of the show, go to the bathroom. I hold it in. Or I go to the bathroom before the show starts. I don't just leave in the middle, go to the bathroom, come back and go, I'm in a panic, I don't know what to do. Let me go now, move the cameras to Paul Hirsch.
Do I make up something about a small bladder?
Adult diapers.
Yes. All right.
We're going to get Dan Depends for tomorrow.
All right, 1-800-529-5465. Paul Hirsch, we have a lot going on here.
We do.
All right, Donald Trump wants to build a wall. Mexico doesn't want to pay for it.
They claim they're not paying
right,
for
the Republicans don't want to pay for it. Nobody wants to pay for it. So who's going to pay for it is the DACA people, the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrival people. They're going to end up paying for it because Trump says, well, if nobody's paying for this goddamn wall, then we're going to just deport 1 million kids because that's what we do here in America because that seems what's fair to him. In addition to that, he has pardoned Sheriff Joe Arpaio without any pardon application even being submitted or any consideration given for what the humanitarian reasons why he should be pardoned, other than the fact that he violated tens and tens of thousands of prisoners' rights, held people illegally, unlawfully, arrested people because of their color of their skin, and for some reason this guy's a hero, but only in the eyes of Donald Trump.
Yep. Scary.
Okay. 2% of Americans, Paul Hirsch, would only pass the immigration test endorsed by Donald Trump to get a green card.
I think
98 you would pass only because you have a
working knowledge?
No, you have a law degree.
Okay.
If you did not go to law school, Paul Hirsch, and you were an accountant, you would not get a green card.
My history
it's because of your
major wouldn't have
your age and you don't have the right degree.
Oh, I see.
Right. So only 2% of Americans would actually get a green card. 98% of Americans would ask to be deported under the Trump plan if they were not born here in America. So that's what's going on in the immigration world. It's really crazy. People say, nah, it's not going to happen. Well, you know what? It keeps happening. No, Donald Trump's not going to win. Donald Trump's not going to win the convention. Oh, it happened. Oh, he's not going to win the presidency. Oh, it happened.
He won't build a wall.
He won't build a wall. Well, he plans on doing it somehow. Oh, he's really not a racist. Oh, he just said that a neo-Nazi is the same as a person who protests against people that we went to. We went to World War II to eradicate Nazis. Millions of Americans died.
Scary.
There was something called the Civil Rights Movement because of something called the Ku Klux Klan. That didn't happen in Donald Trump's lifetime. I don't understand. And people, and they're equivalent. All right, so we got big problems here in America right now.
We do.
Huge. I read that the United Nations is telling people, giving them travel warnings for foreigners to come to America now. There are now travel warnings to come to America. So we got big problems here. And it's not just the problems of resolving your immigration status, which, by the way, you have to. I mean, under the Trump proposal for immigration, I'd welcome David Moreno as well. You can put the camera on David Moreno now, too, as well. He just showed up. He's one of our fantastic criminal defense attorneys also. Under the Trump proposal, if David Moreno, who's a U.S. citizen, wanted to marry a foreigner, unless that foreigner has a master's degree, that foreigner is not getting a green card. David Moreno, I am sorry, you're going to have to go move to another country to live with them.
Wow.
Okay? So getting married to a U.S. citizen is not going to do it under the Trump plan. Filing for your children, reuniting families, he don't care. Because he's got his family here already. What does he care? Okay? And by the way, good point. I was about to say we were just thinking the same thing. Yeah. Under the Trump proposal, Melania, if she were to marry Donald today, would not be getting a green card.
Isn't that hypocritical?
How hypocritical is that? But it's all right. He's already got his wife.
It's his next wife.
So there's lots and lots. His next wife from Eastern Europe is going to have a big problem.
She's going to have a problem.
Yeah. He's gonna have to give her $1 million and have her invest money in a business to come here. So there's all sorts of problems with immigration, and what I tell people is don't wait around. Start your immigration status. Start your immigration process. I had a call earlier this morning that said, "I just got married. How long should I wait?" You shouldn't be waiting.
Right. The next day.
File the papers. People who think that Donald Trump's, you know what? We've heard it too many times. He's not going to do it. He's doing it. He's doing it. So not only is he doing it for immigration, and then I said people who have green cards, you should become citizens. You want to know why? It's not your country until you're a citizen. You're being ruled by somebody who doesn't like you, who wants you to leave America, who wants your family to leave America, who doesn't want you united with your family. And until you become a citizen of the United States, under Barack Obama, it could have been your country. Nobody said this wasn't your country. You were living here permanently. You were welcomed. In the era of Donald Trump, you got to move the camera a little bit, at least on YouTube. David is cut out. On the era of YouTube, I'll move over this way. In the era of YouTube, in the era of, jeez, I'm looking at YouTube. In the era of YouTube, we've had lots of videos.
Have we gone there already?
No, but in the era of Donald Trump, in the era of Donald Trump, this is not your country. It's not your country until you become a citizen. And guess whose also country it's not? It's not the country that I remember when people's rights are being eroded. It's not the country that I remember when we've always had racial issues. Country, unfortunately, has a history of racial issues. But this is a country for the last 40 years, at least I would like to have thought, that our racial divisions were getting less and our racial harmony was getting better. We had rocky roads. There was always incidences. There was always people of color still having issues. Nobody says it wasn't, but I think overall, it was looking up than looking down. We even elected a black president. That goes a long way to say, where we were as a country, and now I think it's just all been unraveled in 6 months. Yep. All been unraveled in 6 months. So with that said, and that history, how is this all impacting on, people getting arrested, criminal defense rights, David, Paul?
No, we actually just had a case today, and it fits right in. He's not a citizen from Guyana. Got into a bit of an issue at a local watering hole. Was accused of a very serious crime, one in which, if he took the plea that was being offered by the district attorney's office, he certainly would have done upstate jail time and been deported.
What was he? He had a bar fight.
Yeah, correct.
Bar fight from Guyana. A little
worse than a bar fight.
A little worse than a bar fight.
He beat the hell out of somebody.
Cracked the bottle and cut him, and
weapon involved.
Weapon involved.
And this happened here in New York.
Here in New York, in Brooklyn.
And he was looking at time in jail and deportation.
Felony, upstate jail time, deportation for sure. I was able to, after investigating, speaking to witnesses, although our client seemingly in trouble if forced to go to trial, was able to convince the district attorney's office that the complaining witness in this case did not have clean hands and may have come to this, may have been more involved and maybe been the initial aggressor, was able to convince them to offer him, our client, a misdemeanor instead of a felony, less than a year in jail. And it'll look like that he will do very little jail time over this, and
it will be considered a petty offense.
Yes, and also took a plea to a reckless act instead of an intentional act, which may
not even be a deportable offense.
Correct.
It was great work.
Right, it was fantastic work.
Yeah,
it is so important these days, okay? Because if this guy got charged and pled guilty to what he was being charged with, he was a goner.
Done.
Goodbye to America.
Done. He has a family.
Goodbye
has business,
to America.
All over.
On perhaps his first offense.
Well,
maybe not, but it could have been.
Still,
but it could have been.
No reason for him to lose all of that.
Yeah.
Based on what had happened.
So for everybody out there, especially if you're in the New York and New Jersey area, but we handle federal cases throughout all 50 states, but certainly in the New York and New Jersey area, please save the telephone number for really good attorneys. Paul Hirsch is a former district attorney in Brooklyn. David Moreno, the taller guy in the picture, is a former district attorney in Manhattan. They have between them, 30-plus years, 35-plus years of experience.
I get the bulk of that, but
and numerous awards. for their fantastic work. And if you're, the best way to avoid having to deal with an immigration deportation issue is to not have a criminal record.
Of course.
Not have a deportable offense.
Certainly.
Save our telephone number. Nobody's getting arrested at this moment, I hope, but please save our telephone number, 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. That is the number for the criminal defense team. The best thing you can do is literally, watch. Dial the number, 1-800-529-5465, and you call the number. Like I'm doing right now. I've spent about 10 seconds of my life doing this. And now I'm going to say thank you.
Radio show?
Yes, I'm just saving the number. Thank you. And done. And I just hung up on them. They're not insulted.
How easy can that be?
That was so easy. And now you have really good criminal defense attorneys saved because David, how many times does it happen where people say, I didn't think it was going to be me. Got arrested for the first time, wrong place, wrong time?
9 times out of 10.
Yeah, no one plans on them getting arrested.
Yeah.
Very few people can pick the time and place to get arrested.
Right.
Yeah, especially if you're just a bystander in a situation. You're in a car with a group of friends, and they're doing things you have no knowledge of, and now you end up arrested just with them. I mean, we run into that situation all the time.
Yep. Yeah, so please save our number. It's 1-800-529-5465. You pick up the phone, you dial the number, you hang up, just like I did. 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465 are really good criminal defense attorneys who are going to really go to the mat for you and fight for you. I mean, not just talking about, we convinced. They go to the mat and fight for you.
And that's what it took. It took getting
They
deep.
literally go to the mat and fight for you. They don't just be like, walk in and like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. We'll see what we can do. No, they go and fight for you. You want lawyers who are going to fight for you, or you want lawyers who are going to roll over and die? If you want lawyers who are going to roll over and die, don't bother saving our number. Go somewhere else. You want lawyers who are going to fight for you. These two guys literally will fight for you, especially it's your life. Save our number, 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. And just like I did, I spent 10 seconds out of my life picking up the phone and dialing the number. Do the same thing, 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. David, what's happening with you?
Paul's story actually is synonymous to another case we resolved recently. Ironically, our client was also from Guyana. Also not citizen, facing serious deportation. He came to us after he was indicted on a number of felonies in multiple counties. He was accused of, taking people's credit cards and using them on shopping sprees. And they were asking for state prison time on him. And,
that could have been a theft offense.
Yep.
With more than a year in jail, deportable ag felon.
Two counties.
ICE getting a hold of them upstate.
2 counties spanning Queens and Manhattan, numerous allegations. This is why you need creative attorneys, because even at times we deal with clients who aren't honest with us, right? Aren't honest with us, aren't honest with themselves. I'm trying to figure out any way I can help this guy. I asked him, Paul sat down with me, we sat him down in the office. Why are you doing this? This isn't known behavior. Why you're not broke. Why do you keep stealing people's credit cards and buying stuff? I said, do you have a drug problem? He said, no, I have no problems. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to take this guy's word for it. I had a counselor reach out to him from a program in New York City. And the reason why I did this, and Brad's looking at me like, what's going on? Why are we speaking about this on radio? Is there is something in the law called judicial diversion. Great thing about that is if you have a dependency, whether it's a drug dependency, that there are other things in effect for mental health issues, and that's causing you to commit crimes, the DA's office and the criminal justice system wants to rehabilitate you because your actions don't have the same mens rea as someone that's just doing things, because they want to commit crimes. Now, if you are allowed in one of these diversion programs, you have to complete some sort of counseling or rehab, and when you do, any plea or any felony conviction would be, I guess the word would be just dismissed. It won't be on your record. So even after the client told us that he had none of that chemical dependency.
Turns out he did.
It turns out he did. It was pretty serious, and guess what? Not only did they allow him in diversion in Queens, but they allowed him in diversion in Manhattan. He was totally able to stay out of jail. He was able to enter a plea into something. He's going to be in a program, get the help he needs, and also be able to stay in this country.
You know what? That's what I'm talking about. Fighting for somebody. Right. Fighting for somebody doesn't mean you go into court and you scream and yell and you take out your baseball bat and slam the desk and say, "I'm a tough guy." That's not fighting. That's just putting on a show. Mm-hmm. Fighting for somebody is doing exactly what David said. I sat down. I said, "Why is this guy doing this?" I met with Paul. We talked about it. I sat down with my client. I asked him if he had a problem. He said no, and I didn't take his word for it. And I said, I'm going to go the extra mile for this guy because I don't believe him. And it turns out he did have a problem. It turns out we were able to get him into counseling, into drug rehabilitation, and as a result of that, he was able to avoid jail time and able to avoid deportation. That is called being a smart, good lawyer who will fight for your client.
And got the help he needed.
Because that's fighting for him. Yeah. Because 99 out of 100, maybe 999 out of 1,000 would have just said, all right, you're a goner. Right. Next.
Too late.
Too late. That's not only fighting, it's also caring. Yeah. It's also caring.
And being able to spot the issues, right? It comes from experience.
Having the resources, knowing these program representatives, knowing these options are available because we've been doing it a long time. We know that there are ways around it.
All right, save our number. That's all I can tell you. All right, we can save it. Save it. 1-800-529-5465. Pick up the phone, dial the number. You have really good criminal defense attorneys. Let me show you how it's done again. How long has this taken? 1-800-529-5465. Is anyone timing this?
I think quicker than Spielberger Jr. went to the bathroom.
That's right. Let's see. How long does this take?
Brad Bernstein, good afternoon.
Yeah, hi, saving the number, thank you. That was what, 8 seconds?
12 seconds.
12 seconds.
12 seconds.
12 seconds, and you have really good lawyers saved in your phone for life.
Do you still have that red button? That was easy. Remember that thing?
That was easy. 12 seconds, that's all it took. 12 seconds to have good lawyers. 1-800-529-5465. You pick up the phone, you dial the number, hang up. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. You pick up the phone, dial the number, hang up. You got really good criminal defense attorneys. 1-800, I'll say it slowly. Maybe I'm saying it too fast.
Maybe.
1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465.
Nice.
1-800-529-5465. All right. So that was a fantastic job, guys. You want to hang out while we talk about USA Credit Repair? Got to throw that in there.
You do? Even the contract is still valid?
Yeah, even though he hasn't showed up to work in 4 weeks. Exactly. Yeah. We were going to put masking tape over the squeeze part and just be the Brad, but then everybody went crazy on Facebook. No, you can't cover up
Squeeze. You need Squeeze?
You need even when he's not here, we need him.
Yeah, we haven't had a sighting in a little while.
No. All right, so this is all brought to you by USA Credit Repair. They are here for you today, they're for you tomorrow. And the telephone number for USA Credit Repair, it's the key to beautiful credit, is 646-200-5881. If you have credit under 700, do you ever check your credit, David?
I do.
Your credit above or below 700?
Above.
Above. So you do not need USA Credit Repair.
I do not.
Would you be embarrassed if you went to like Lisa Carr and they said, sorry, sir, your credit's 640?
Very embarrassed.
You would be very embarrassed. You wouldn't even you wouldn't even walk into the dealer.
Well, you wouldn't do
I'm
anything
obsessive
after
about
that.
monitoring my credit score. I get alerts on my phone. Yeah, it's important.
It's very important.
It is.
So if your credit's below 700, don't be embarrassed.
Right, get it
Fix
done.
it.
Get it done.
You fix it.
You save yourself the embarrassment
That's
by
right.
to fix in advance.
Right. Call a professional.
And by the way, they give you the first 30 days for free. So if they will dispute everything on your credit report and get your credit up. They guarantee it in 90 days. Your credit is up or money back. And the telephone number for USA Credit Repair is 646-200-5881. That's 646-200-5881. 646-200-5881. 646-200-5881. We got to go to Lisa, who's been waiting 30 minutes to get her call in. And then we're going to do social media. Lisa.
Hi, Brad.
Hi.
How are you?
Quickly, because we only have about a few minutes to go.
Okay, so I came up on a K1 visa, and I have my green card interview this week, and I wanted to know what are some of the things that what they're going to ask, and what I should carry, etc.
They want to know. They want to know that you and your spouse are in a real relationship. That's what they want to know. So, do you share in economic burdens in a marriage? Do you have? Did you do your taxes together if you were married last year? Do you have a joint bank account? Is your joint bank account being used by both of you? Do you have pictures together with friends and family? Are you sharing the same credit card bills? Are you paying for insurance together? All things that, are you living together? What side of the bed do you sleep on? What type of toothpaste do you use? Who knows what they'll ask you about your particular living arrangements. If you need help and you're concerned, and it's a real marriage, and you live with your spouse, and there's lots of people in real marriages who live with their spouses and don't get through.
Right. I may not know my wife's.
All right. So if you need help, hold on 1 second. You can schedule a quick appointment. Hold on. 1-800-529-5465. Annette's been waiting 18 minutes. I guess I should speak to her too, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to Annette. Annette, quickly.
Hello, Mr. Bernstein.
How are you?
I'm fine. I have a question. If you're here, your husband is filing for you, but you have a daughter and DACA. The lawyer said there's nothing she can do for her. What she can do is do the I-130 now until the mother get the green card. Is that a possibility?
The husband is a U.S. citizen?
Yeah.
How old's the daughter?
She's 19.
Was the marriage before 18?
Yeah, before she's 16. She was 16.
Yes, absolutely. File the adjustment. Absolutely. The lawyer doesn't know what he's talking about. Come see me quickly, because your DACA is going to end soon. Come see me. Hold on. All right, social media, quickly.
Okay, I got my certified disposition for driving without insurance when I was a minor. It says on my disposition, stricken off with leave to reinstate. What does that mean?
I don't know. What does that mean?
It should mean that it won't come up on anything. Any searches, license should be clear. If I guess they can bring the charges back should they find you were driving without a license or there was some other fraud or malpractice.
Go ahead. I pressed the wrong button.
Oh.
Does that sound
I thought you were
that was
answering.
me. That's now Spielberg Jr. should be like, I told you not to press those buttons, Brad. I can't say that word.
No, you cannot.
No. You know what, right? I was about to, but I can't say that. Right? Karma comes back at you. I screwed up too. All right.
Does Trump's new law affect filing for your parents too?
There is, yes, if it actually passes.
Hello, sir. If you have SSI and you are a citizen, can one of your family visit you? And what is the requirement for bust bids for Middle East and Iraq?
I don't know.
You have Social Security doesn't mean your family visiting to you has to do with ties to your home country. And what country are you from in the Middle East? Are you on one of those banned countries that it's going to be very hard, even if the ban is over, to actually get a visa?
Hi, Brad. My husband's case was denied 221G 2016 of June. I will reply again August 2016, USCIS second interview in May 2017. I'm still waiting. Is that normal?
It's not normal to be denied. You should call me.
Hi, Brad. My fiance has his green card from April 2013. When can he file for his citizenship?
90 days before the 5-year anniversary. So that would be probably January, February 2018.
Can government benefits like SNAP or food stamps affect your chances to be granted asylum?
No.
Someone asked me to ask you guys, just to make sure, when you get your 2-year green card, can they file for a child?
Yes.
If my daughter visits a spouse in the USA and he decided to marry her, would it be a problem?
As long as the marriage happened after 90 days.
How long should they wait?
90 days.
My friend has her VAWA interview on September 12th. VAWA interview on September 12th, but the copy of her AOS papers were left at her husband's house. Will this be a problem at the interview?
No, show up anyway.
That's it.
All right.
Nice. We need an acronym log.
Yeah, we do.
What?
We need an acronym log for everybody out there.
I feel like I'm Rain Man when I'm doing that.
You
yes.
do sound like a little bit of Rain Man.
Rain Man. Yes, yes, no, yes, no.
You're Rain Man when someone asks you what documents they need, and you can list all of them and the filing fees for each.
Yeah, I feel like Tom Cruise should be driving me around in a convertible somewhere when I'm doing this.
Give us a call.
All right, 1-800-529-5465. We're out of here. Great job, Paul Hirsch. Great job, David Moreno. For criminal defense, there's, as far as I'm concerned, you're not going wrong with these guys. They will fight for you tooth and nail. Save our number, 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. 529-5465. We're going to be back live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Squeeze is on his way back to New York.
Hey.
I got confirmation. It is the Brad and Squeeze show tomorrow. Promise you.
If they let him in.
If they let him in.
The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar Bernstein Law Firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LawLink. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make a call. Make the connection. Make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LawLink. That's